Hello, how you doing? You know, like when I watch on YouTube and I look at all the videos out there. Sorry, I'm a loner. I haven't said anything out loud all day long. There, my voice is cleared up. um, you know, like it kind of frustrates me to see me jumbled in everything, but yeah, I care about my message, so I want it to be heard. But it's from a really different perspective. Like you wouldn't want, like, I couldn't be accused of like sometimes trans women are accused of copying cis women, but like, I've got these dreadlocks. Like, if you look at me one more time, I'm definitely not copying anybody. I barely wear any makeup at all, just a little eyeliner and some mascara, and a couple things. Like, if you look at me again, you'll realize I really don't care about what I look like. I'm by nature much more concerned about you and everybody else than myself. But because I spent my life studying spirituality, I know that the best way to take care of other people is to take care of yourself and lead by example. You know, and so I do genuinely love myself, and I'm trying to take care of myself, and that's what I want other people to do, is love themselves and care about themselves. I I'm a punk rocker, like I don't want everybody to look the same. I don't get why we have all these rules and everything that tries to be like the band corrosion of conformity. It frustrates me to see people trying to be the same. Why are you trying to be the same? I think it would be really fun if everybody would try just as hard to be themselves and authentic in a way where the world's full of original things. Instead of everyone laughing at someone that's being different, I wish we would embrace it, because like the world would be so much more interesting if everybody was allowed to just be just as different as can be. Just that would be that could be our value as a species. But instead it makes people mad. They're all, how dare that person be someone that's different, and we know enough about human psychology and the brain and how it works to know that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We create we The concept of beauty should evolve, and many of the things that we consider beautiful are really like out of date things that are needed, uh, in the past. Like that we needed for survival. Some of them are way back in caveman day, and people are proud of it. The reason we're this way is because back in the caveman days, you know, we needed to do that because of this and that. How stupid, you know? Survival is really different nowadays. To survive in today's world as a human is really different. We don't need to do it. Surviving isn't the same today as it was even 100 years ago, or certainly not back when you go like in the dark ages, medieval times, or definitely not the caveman times. Surviving is not the same. It's really different. We should enjoy the modernity, for be optimistic. Why does everybody, yeah, like, don't let people say people nowadays and all these transgender people and legalizing cannabis and all these things, and the youth, the youth are exciting. What are we so down on the youth for? They have their downsides, but open your eyes. Every generation's had their downsides. Why wouldn't a generation have a downside? The new generation's exciting. Wow, are they exciting? Like they're, like the ones that are racist. It's so obvious that they're ugly pieces of trash that it's like you'd have to be an ugly piece of trash to even listen to them. So why? Who cares? Let the trash like degrade into oblivion. Who cares about them? The youth have they're just over so many of the problems that we had in the past. The youth are over. They're becoming better free thinkers. The hideous control of organized religion is becoming a huge clown. And there's just so many exciting things. But if we beat up the solution, how are we going to succeed? Let's be optimistic. Bob's right. Good and evil nowadays is a battle of positivity versus negativity. Let's be positive, and let's love our youth. The youth are our future, The youth, what's that song? I believe the children are our future. Teach them well, and like that's true. That's true. Like Michael Jackson's song, "The Man in the Mirror." The come on, like what in the hell? Well, I don't get why. Like, come on, there's more positive things than negative things about modernity. The most negative thing about modernity is when we don't encourage free thinking because we're afraid things are going to be bad or that they are bad. Let's just let people. I want to see more tattoos, more cannabis, don't just openly stoners. I want to see more mohawks and dreadlocks and anything weird someone might come up with. Dye your hair, dress different. What the hell? Why? Nowadays women are too slutty. It's like, what the hell? Like, gosh damn it. So what are you saying? You want to beat them back into control? Let's just let people express themselves, and if there's something wrong with it, it'll just naturally smooth itself out. But not if you beat up everything that's different. How can we improve if the solution is to keep everything the same? So when people like, let's beat down the people that are beating us down and build up the people that are building us up. When someone's different and unique, so like when people say want to pretend that a trans woman is someone that copies a cis woman, no, science, we know that it's a scientific fact. We know gender is a spectrum. There's going to be people expressing themselves different in that area. So when they do it, it's teaching you things. It's not breaking things. Like, there's nothing beautiful, there's nothing sacred about this whole, like, marriage is sacred. Marriage is only sacred because our word is our bond, and married people have promised themselves to each other. So when they don't, when they are hypocritical about that, that's ugly. But there's nothing sacred about a man and a woman and holy matrimony. It's not really, and there's nothing sacred about it. The world's overpopulated. Who cares about things like that? It's more important that people are mentally healthy and happy, and like I just like that. Those are the things that frustrate me. So when you look at me, like, what the hell? Like, notice, like, listen to my voice. Did you know that it's a scientific fact? Taking female hormones, trans women, we have female hormones. We have a female sex drive, and all that goes with female hormones. That's us. And they're like, oh, it's all about DNA and chromosomes. It's like, for one thing, those things are a spectrum too, but it isn't. The things we experience about women are hormones, and the things we experience about trans women, the other gender, when it comes to, we have female hormones too. Notice, like, listen to my voice. If you were smart enough, you'd think it's beautiful. Listen to that. I dare to just be myself and let my voice. I don't teach myself to talk like a cis woman. I don't. Accusing me of copying cis women is, you'd have to be a buffoon to think that's what I'm doing. That's certainly not what I'm doing. You know, I, I'm just being myself. I'm just naturally a very girly person. When I'm wearing makeup and these things, it's just because that's what I naturally am. Well, come on, notice that and be thankful that I'm showing you what my natural self is. Jah made trans women. And what does that mean? But then at the same time, how hypocritical. They're all, it's just not natural. But let's watch those people that say that get cancer. And then let's make it illegal for them to go to the doctor. Nope, cancer's legal. It's your turn to die. How many of those people use medications? It's just not natural you know, it's natural for humans to use our brains and to be intelligent and to find solutions to our struggles. And that's certainly true with the trans woman. It's natural that I should try to be the best person, and I should try to be the best person I can. If me having a beard and flat boobs and because you get boobs with hormones, but they're not very big, and like, just like, if that was what you wanted to see, it'd be a failing system because I'd be miserable. Gender dysphoria is a very real thing. We have gender dysphoria. Not all trans women have gender dysphoria, but I have And I have intense gender dysphoria, but it doesn't mean that I wished I was a cis woman. It just means it is what it is, and it's a scientific fact. It's a fact, Uh, you know, uh, the surgeries and these things make me happier and make me a better person. You get to do things that make you a better person. Why shouldn't I be able to do things that make me a better person? It's natural to want to be a better person, and it ought to be natural that people want me to be a better person. We know the Bible is a scientific fact. The Bible's not the Word of God. Come on, educate yourself. Why are you listening to only the people that back up what you want to believe, that the Bible's the Word of God? The Bible's not the Word of God. I mean, you'd have to have just a brain that's just a little bit bigger than a pea to figure out that that's a bunch of bullshit, you know? But yet at the same time, religion's not bullshit. That's the whole point of my channel. How to use religion still and not just have to throw it in the garbage. I don't want religion thrown in the garbage. And that's beautiful and it's natural to move to the next step and to evolve and to progress and to take one more step, one more step, one more step, you know? One small step for man, a giant step for mankind. Come on. Open your eyes, be a free thinker, be brave, be a fucking punk rocker, mofo.